All right, so you have got this killer strategy going. You know your audience, you're tweeting to them. You now want to optimize Twitter to get the most value for your business. So how you do that is you need to track metrics. Audience growth. You want to see how your account grows over time. The key here is make note of both spikes and dips. Let's say you try a new campaign on Twitter and you see a huge spike in follower growth. That's an indication that the campaign worked. And if you see dips, you want to make a note of, what have we changed? Maybe you've sent less tweets, or maybe you tried different types of tweets and they're not working. So just make a note of audience growth, those spikes, and those dips. Impressions, that's simply the number of times your content is showing up in a user's timeline. So one piece of content can have multiple impressions from the same user. Engagements are the number one key. These are the actions that people actually take on your Twitter content. And you can use third-party tools to track the total engagements over a period of time. And you also get your engagement rate per impression. You see here, 2%. That's pretty good, actually, because Twitter has a low engagement rate, relatively. So why does engagement matter? Let's talk about your engagement rate. Your engagement rate is going to tell you how relevant your content is to your audience. It's engagements divided by impressions. Remember, impressions is the number of times your content is showing up in the timeline. So you want to track, is that content actually getting engagement? And if your engagement rate is low, that indicates, hey, my content's being shown, but no one's engaging with it. You need to change your strategy. The four main engagement types: retweets. That's when people hit the retweet button, they're sharing your tweet with their followers. Replies. That's when people actually think that your content is interesting or valuable enough to reply. This can also be where they ask a follow-up question. Link clicks. Those are obviously the traffic you're getting from your content. So that's the link to your blog post, your podcast episode, wherever you're putting the link in your tweets. People are actually interested enough, they want to learn more. And likes, that's the easiest thing. People click the little heart and it just indicates, hey, I like this enough to click a button. It's the least relevant engagement. You can use the top tweets tab within analytics to take a quick glimpse at what content is really actually working for your audience. So you have tweets here, it'll be over a time period. You want to click on top tweets and make note of patterns that you see. And you can also get the engagement rate right here. So you see what of your top tweets, what engagement rate are they getting? And you'll notice patterns. For instance, I took a look at our top tweets and noticed that 3 of the top 5 most recent tweets were videos. So I would want to analyze this a longer period of time that could indicate that we need to add more videos into our strategy. Just make note of patterns. Here are 5 ways to increase engagements. Engage with other users. Don't just be one of those brands that's just shouting at people with your tweets without actually making any effort to engage. Retweet and reply to users' content. Provide value, even if it's not your own content. What this means is look at industry news. Maybe Instagram just came out with a new development and Social Media Today has written an article about it. Well, I would go and I would share that article with our followers because it's relevant. Try promoted tweets. So focus these around something exciting for your brand that's valuable to your brand and to your audience, something unexpected. Think of fun marketing campaigns. You can do new content pieces, new product launches, upcoming events. Just think of those tweets that you think we're going to get a ton of engagement and amplify them by promoting them. Try a variety. You want to test a variety of content. So I talked about when I was doing our competitive analysis, how I noticed our competitors were just sharing their blog posts and they're getting no engagement. Try a variety. Don't just stick with one thing. And create that ideal content mix based on your testing. Have a clear call to action. What do you want people to do now that they have read your tweet? Do you want them to click on this link? Do you want them to check out your product? Do you want them to reply and start a conversation? So include that clear call to action. So, quick examples. This is a simple retweet. So we retweeted a mention. So go ahead and retweet your brand mentions that are positive. This is a quote tweet. So this is a post, a tweet, and we added our input and that went out. So that's a great way to add value. Share outside relevant resources. So this is a tweet, an article from Marketing Land that we tweeted. And create and share content that's valuable to your audience. Number one key, so we knew this is gonna be valuable to our audience and it performed well for us. And this is a video, so try that variety of content. Try a promoted tweet campaign for new product launches, new content, upcoming events, and you'll see a lot of the promoted tweets you'll see, they have some type of engaging visual. So that could be a video, could be even a GIF, it could be an image, something that attracts the eye. So focus on that if you're gonna do promoted tweets. And then include a clear call to action. So here it's simply, give this episode a listen with the link.